Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to episode 5, I think, of SevTech Ages. Our goal today well at least our first goal today, will be to create the Blood Altar. So making a Blood Altar takes a Demonic Will and a bunch of other stuff we already have. To make Demonic Will, you kill a mob with either a sentient weapon, which we can't make until after we have some will, and black quartz by the looks of things, so we can't quite do that yet, or killing a mob that's debuffed by a rudimentary snare. So this is 4 string, 14 ingots, and an ash per. Seems fine. What do I get ash from? Looks like any log on a stone grill or a furnace. So let's burn up some logs. I never have logs, and whenever I need wood, I end up just like chopping one tree's worth because I'm too lazy to do more. Oh, here's another one tree's worth of logs. And then we can cook this in a grill. In the meantime, I've slowly been processing a little bit more of the tin. We have 7 blocks of it, so let's turn those into ingots. And I just slept the night away, which is unfortunate because I think now I have to go kill some mobs. But oh well, what can you do? So here's some ash. Looks like we'll need at least a couple pieces of will. So let's make like, I don't know, 16 of these. Alright, there's our snares. Seeing as how I just slept the night away, maybe now's a good time to make that hunting dimension portal. So the hunting dimension is basically a permanent nighttime dimension where, you know, there's just always mobs to fight. So I guess I just need a little bit more wood. At least this axe is faster than the one I had before. Maybe I should put a haste totem near this tree farm. That would seem like a good idea, right? That way I can have haste while chopping trees. I know in Age 2 you get access to the Tinker's like tool forge tools, I believe. So you can get the whatchamacallit, lumber axe, which chops a whole tree. At least I think that's in Age 2. Oh, whatever, that's problem for later. So does it have to be, looks like it has to be a stone sword? Actually never made a stone sword. And I think it takes, well, it even consumes the sword. I mean, I suppose that's not an unreasonable thing for it to do. So 8 of these, you build them like you do a nether portal, and like a nether portal, it is unreasonably loud. So I'm just gonna put it like over here. Out of the way, out of mind. It's not enough, is it? Alright, I'm gonna make one more and then I'll be right back. Alright, and then I think you light it by right-clicking it with the sword, and then we can go in just by walking into the portal and sneaking. So I want to make sure I have some torches on me because, oh, if we sneak, no? There we go. So it loads us into a completely dark dimension where immediately around the portal. Oopsies, I guess when I snuck twice, I went through twice. So we want to light up the area immediately around the portal so we don't get ganked too bad. And then once we have a little bit of a foothold, we can look to hunt some mobs. Alright, this will do. So to kill or to get demonic souls, you first have to hit a mob with a rudimentary snare. And when you hit them, it doesn't always work, so you have to do it a few times. And what we're looking for are small white particles coming out of him. There we go, and like that. And then after you get the particles, you can kill him. And Jesus, this guy has a lot of armor. So when you kill him like that, they drop the snare. So rinse and repeat. Okay, that time we got it first try. I think hunting dimension mobs are slightly tougher than normal mobs, but that's not a problem. Can we get one more? Unlucky. Alright, let's just kill these and get out of here then. Before a creeper sneaks up on us. Alright, I'm out. Alright, good enough. So we got 3, I believe. And 3 of them will let us we'll use 1 to make the blood altar and 1 to make the beneath teleporter. Let's start with the blood altar. That's a furnace, some stone, some bronze. Sure. The 4 pieces of smooth stone. Looks like I only have 3. Do I have more in here? Look at me being prepared. And for now, we'll just use the lowest quality one because it doesn't matter, I guess. Alright, there's a blood altar and there's another book to add to our book collection. The blood magic book is reasonably good, although I don't know. I've played enough blood magic that I'm reasonably comfortable with its mechanics. But yeah, this book does walk you through most of the blood magic mechanics. And if you have any questions about it, I do recommend consulting this book as documentation. So now that we have the blood altar, was that a quest? We can use it to turn off our step assist. So if you look, we can walk up like 1 block stuff, but it's actually true step assist. It's not like auto jump. So I kind of like it. I think I'll leave it on. So if we're leaving that on, let's see, can we make... I kind of want to make the bound sword so it's easier to make these. Or what's this one called? The sentient sword. But doing it requires, right, either an iron sword or a black quartz sword. And this requires black quartz. And iron requires stage 2. So it looks like we can't quite do that yet. Can we make a hellfire forge? Yeah, take some copper. You know what, we'll put that off for later. Turns out we don't actually need to do blood magic yet. But I'll just put this away. Put my books away. Filled up my backpack, funny enough. Whatever, I'll clean that out later. So the next step is to make the beneath teleporter. Let's see where we are on that. So I went and got a little bit more, 4 more pieces of monolith stone, coal dust, gunpowder. So let's make a piece of coal dust. Wait, does it have to be coal or can it be charcoal? That's a little obnoxious because I've been skipping all of my coal veins. Oh well, I think there's a coal vein right over there somewhere, so I'm gonna go, I guess, mine it enough to get a couple pieces of coal. And then we have to go look for a dark oak biome. So I'll be right back. Looks like this coal was literally right under the surface, like 1 block under the dirt. So I'll go gather a little bit of it. Without any fortune on our pickaxe, we get 1 piece of coal per ore, so it's actually faster for for furnace fuel. It's better to cut wood because per piece of wood we can turn it into 4 charcoal. But whatever, I'll get I don't know, maybe like 20-30 pieces of this, and then we can turn it into dust. 13, good enough. So how do I turn this into dust? I cannot use a grindstone. I have to use the millstone. Sure. So while that'll take care of our coal, the annoying step then is to find the dark oak forest. What I'll probably do then is I'll go hop on that little raft. Can we make true boats actually? Nope, we can still only make these fake rafts. So I'll go hop on the raft, do a little bit of swimming, see if we can find some dark oaks. And with any luck, I'll be back when we find some. So I've been out rafting around for probably a little over 10 minutes now. As you can see, I've made a bit of an entourage. They don't hit me very often, so it doesn't hurt to the point where I'm concerned, but it is a little annoying. So what I've just been doing is, rafting around, looking over to see if there's any dark oak in the nearby land. I also peek under the water to see if I can find like an ocean monument, because I think that's one of the earliest sources of prismarine. So, but I haven't found anything that's caught my eye yet. I'm roughly headed in the direction back towards base, and if I do make it all the way back to base, I think I'll just do one of the alternative ways to get dark oak. So I think strainers have a chance to get dark oak, and which way do I go? Let's follow the ocean. Strainers have a chance to give dark oak, and some villager buildings have a chance to be made of dark oak. So I'll just I'll work my way back towards the base, and if I do make it all the way back, then we'll just do that instead. Alright, see you soon. Alright, I'm on my way back to the base after giving up. Basically, I went, looped all the way up here, around, followed the ocean down. I'm on my way back, and I ran into this villager hut right out in the middle of nowhere, made of dark oak wood. So, sorry buddy, I am stealing your house. I won't get a sapling for it, but I think one house worth of dark oak is enough. So, yep. Sorry, not sorry. Anyways, so with this dark oak, that should be enough to get us to the beneath. I think we only need to like 2 planks or something. So, how nifty. I'm going to steal this and then see you back at our base. Alright, and we're back at our humble little excuse of a base. So let's start by sleeping the night away, and then we should have all the components we need to do the ritual. The ritual to create the beneath teleporter. So let's start by turning some of this wood into planks. Do half of it, I guess. Bison is done doing his laps. What else do we need? So, a demonic will, 4 monolith stone, a dark oak fence gate, gunpowder, a coal dust, and a blank teleporter. Oh dear, I should have looked at this. Alright, so this is gonna need a few more things. 2 black dye powder, a corallium pearl, and a apprentice blood orb, which means we do need to set up our blood altar. Okay, so, well, so much for thinking we were almost there. Let's grab that. Alright, let's take these one step at a time then. Blank teleporter. So let's start with the apprentice blood orb, which is a tier 2 blood altar. No, let's start with the corallium pearl. So we need to find this corallium gems, which come from the ore, which let's see, consult overworld chapter in forbidden knowledge in the Necronomicon. Ore can be found in underground, ocean, and swamp biomes. Okay. So let's consult the Necronomicon first and see what that has to tell us. Where are you at? What was it? Information materials? Overworld chapter in forbidden knowledge. Sure. Forbidden knowledge, the overworld materials. Alright, we don't need abyssinite. We don't need darkstone. We need corallium. Corallium is a new ore found in ocean and swamp biomes. Large amounts of gems can be used to create, which can be smelted down. Corallium pearls are required to get the first gateway key. Okay. So I don't think this generates in those regular ore veins. They generate in like the more like vanilla style veins. So I do believe, however, that our dowsing rod can pick it up. But why don't we, assuming we're in a swamp biome, if we just dig down, maybe we can find it? Let me pull up my dowsing rod here somewhere. It's already in my inventory. And yeah, I guess if we ping randomly, let's see if we can find some. It's unlikely. But I guess I'll have to find somewhere that we can dig down and get ourselves a little bit of corallium. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I rode my horse from our base east, I don't know, maybe 1,000, probably a little less than 1,000 blocks. Found an ocean, and I'm just strip mining underneath it. Look at that, it says found corallium ore. So if I just dig in this direction, somewhere within 48 blocks, yeah. So yeah, they spawn in these vanilla style shaped things, not huge. We don't need a tremendous. Probably gather up a couple stacks or heading back. Back at the base now, let's craft our blank teleport, or I guess we can craft our corallium pearls at the very least. So we want to make this corallium infused stone, which is 9 gems, or 9 corallium gems and 6 stone. So let's do that. I think these, you can like freely turn between however many, like you can turn this back into individuals, so we'll just craft them all. And smooth stone. Alright, so then these, I'm not sure if, can we just break them? I think that may have been a mistake. I don't think I'm gonna get that back. Alright, don't do that. I'll do these smelt. They just smelt. Alright, so while those run, let's set up our blood altar. For now, we're only going to get it to level 2, I think, so we don't really have to put too much thought into it. Normally, if I'm building a full blood altar, I'd make space, you know, so that we could level it all the way up to tier 6. But for now, this is just a basic blood altar. Let's see. So to craft this, we need a tier 2 altar. And to make a tier 2 altar, we need, what are they called? Blank runes? Yeah. Which is tier 1 blood orb and blank slates. Well, this is a congealed blood. And we need a sacrificial dagger. This one. So two. Okay, so let me make these things and then we'll get ready to dump some of our blood into the altar. Alright, time to get into blood magic. So I've already filled this blood altar up with a little bit of our blood that we just drained with the dagger. Be careful not to drain your last heart. The dagger will happily take it from you, but you probably don't want to give it. So the tier 1 blood orb is just put the a blood ball, which is made from melting down some rotten flesh. So I'm just pouring these out into blood balls. If I have enough, I also want to make the slime boots out of this. They basically just make you bouncy. I don't think we can really take advantage of slime boots yet, but soon, hopefully. When we get like a slime sling or something, we can use it as a mobility tool. But it also prevents all fall damage, which is nice if we have to jump off of larger cliffs. So the fact that you're regenning all the time really makes you go through a lot of food. But that's fine. Looks like if I can get some protein too, I can start maxing that one out. That's actually, while this crafts, oh, there it goes. When it's done, you take it out, and when you right click it the first time, it deals a little bit of damage to you and binds it to you. So that when you craft with it, it uses life essence out of your life essence pool. So we have to create the tier 2 altar, which is a tier 1 altar and 8 blank slates. Or 8 blank runes? Blank runes, which are 2 blank slates each, and these are made from stone. So let's turn 16 stone, 16, into slates. Normally, if you use like hoppers and such to automate putting items into here, it'll put more than one item at a time, and it makes it very difficult to craft because it tries to craft them all at a time. So for now, we'll just right click them in one at a time until we have 16. So when that's done, we'll be able to make our tier 2 blood altar, which I hope will mean we have everything it takes to get to the beneath. So I guess I'll just be back when we're done crafting runes. So while this is crafting, I set up a very basic automation system to automatically pull out the blank slates when they're done. Let me show you how that works. So it's basically a vanilla style filter. I have a hopper pulling into a chest that's filled with only one blank slate in it. That way when there's stone up in here, the stone can't get pulled out, but when it transforms into blank slates, it can be pulled out. That way I only have to automatically put the items in. So a couple left to go, and then we can upgrade our altar. So with our 8 blank runes, we can just place them in a pattern like this around the blood altar. And I guess I should do something to access that chest. I'll deal with that in a second. But with this, we can... let's break that one. There we go. With this, we can now craft our tier 2 blood orb. So there should be over 5,000 blood in there, although I'll add a little bit just in case. It looks pretty full, and I think full is 10,000. So anyways, that'll probably take it a hot minute to craft. While that crafts, let's gather up the rest of the things we need. 2 black dye, 1 of each of the blocks, 2 blocks of coal. Alright. So, a copper, tin. Let's go smash up the copper block so we can alloy it. It's a bit of a hassle not being able to make alloys in our smeltery yet, but I guess that's something we can look forward to in the future. So after we still have to compact that into a block form, and this needs a dark oak. Well, I'll build that when we get there. So anyways, let's wait. Let's see if our apprentice blood orb is done, and it appears to be. So let's go get that out of there. Right click it to bind it to us. Now we have that. Next we need... Alright, so when this is done, I'll go and turn it into a block, make the blank teleporter, and then I'll gather all the materials to make our beneath teleporter. Alright, if I counted right, we should have all the materials we need. So to do Abyssal Craft rituals, you have to set up this ritual altar thingy, which is just a bunch of cobblestone in this pattern. It's explained in the book. I think when you place the last one, it automatically forms, or do you have to create the altar, keep, and shift right click the center block with the Necronomicon. There we go. So my Necronomicon is being charged, so I kind of want to keep it out of my hands so I don't accidentally cause another charging incident. But then you just put all the stuff into the various things. It doesn't matter where they go. They don't have to go in this exact pattern. So, yeah, let's do it. And this takes a little bit, so I think I'm going to sleep before we start it, just so I don't get interrupted by creepers or anything. Alright, so to start the ritual, you just right click the center block with your, whoops, what is it, shift right click? There we go. It kind of just runs. So it makes noises, there's a bunch of particle effects. Eventually a lightning strike happens and we have our beneath teleporter. So that didn't do our achievement. We probably just have to step on it and teleport in. So let's go put this over by our base, and then we'll get ready to go to the beneath. Alright, with our beneath teleporter, and I gathered up basically just some torches, I think we're ready to go and look for let's see, what exactly are we looking for? So we're looking for black quartz and aquamarine. Black quartz unlocks a lot of the I think this is like better with mods or whatever, and then aquamarine unlocks astral sorcery. So black quartz is at low Y levels, aquamarine is at high Y levels. How do I do this? And let's go. Is it shift right click? There we go. Alright, here we are. Ooh, where did we spawn? Let's see. Let's turn on... No, not that. That. And how... Are we low or are we high? 63. So I think this counts as low Y levels, if memory serves me right. So let's go take a look around, see if we can get us some... I forget which one is down here. Black quartz. So it'll generally spawn in the walls is probably our best bet to try to look for it. Let me actually real quickly go and confirm that 63 is low enough. 1 second. Alright, so it turns out that black quartz is anywhere from 2 to 100, and the aquamarine is 150 on up. So we are right in the middle of that range. So let's go looking. One thing that can help if you find that you need it is that you can build totems to give you night vision buff. It'll make it a little easier to actually find things. And I'm actually thinking I might just do that. Because looking around here, here is some. So all we have to do is gather it up. So anyways, I'm going to spend a couple minutes running around here, hopefully not getting killed. I think the mobs here are a little bit stronger than normal. But hopefully I'm not going to get killed or accidentally run into any lava, and I can gather up, I don't know, maybe like a 50-ish black quartz. Whoops, fell in lava. I managed to get out of the lava before I died, so hopefully my grave won't be in the lava. But let's go get our stuff back. Kind of felt like that was coming sooner or later. Well, I think that's our first real death. Our first actual death was when my friend killed me, so let's go get our stuff back. I don't like how that spawns me inside a wall. Anyways, I think we died to this lava pool that I saw earlier while I was trying to light the area up. Should have brought a pickaxe. Where did it put my grave? It says it's in this direction. I guess I'll trust it. It died on that block. Did it put my grave above? This is awkward. Alright, let me see if I can find it again. I'll be right back. Found it. So, got all my stuff back. Including a new compass. But I guess I don't need that. Anyways, I found 11 pieces so far, and I've used up over half of my torches, so I don't think I'm going to quite get 50, but let's get as much black quartz as we can. Alright, back to the overworld. I only managed to gather 16 black quartz ore, but I guess that's what we'll use for now. So let's start by processing this down. For now, the only way we have of processing black quartz is to grind it down into the dust and then smelt the dust. So let's do that. Put it in here. This will grind it. In the meantime, maybe since we still need to make another trip for aquamarine, I'm thinking, first of all, I want to make the black quartz all-in-one tool. It uses a fair amount of black quartz, but it has a lot of durability and it deals a lot of damage and has high attack speed. So this will basically be, you know, axe, shovel, blah blah blah, all in one. So once we have that, I think I'm gonna grab more torches and then we can go looking again for more aquamarine in the deep dark. All right, with another almost 4 stacks of torches and another all-in-one, and our black quartz all-in-one tool, Let's go get the aquamarine. If nothing happens, I think I'm just gonna cut to when I get back. So hopefully I don't die. Alright, it's been probably about half an hour of mining in the deep dark, or not the deep dark, the beneath. It's like basically the same as a deep dark, you even take the dark damage. But anyways, we have a stack and a half of aquamarine, or it's basically one stack of aquamarine, and 55 black quartz. So I'm just gonna go toss that, all to be processed, and let's look at the next steps. So now that we have aquamarine and black quartz, I have a feeling we're gonna have to do this line before we can get started down here. So let's do the gotta make our way to a bucket. It's not a real bucket. It's a fake bucket that breaks when you pick up hot fluids, but it's a start, right? So yeah, let's get started with that. We need an axle, some, I think those are water wheels, and gearboxes. So let me go ahead and craft those. Alright, I crafted the components. If we look here, almost all the advancements are done. But I also looked at the recording time, and I think it's time to wrap up this episode. So next episode, we'll set up this Better with Mods kinetic system, which also means we can stop hand cranking our grind wheel. We can use the water wheel to power that. And yeah, that'll be just about the end of age 1, I believe. Once we get so probably next episode we should be able to finish up with the remaining tasks in age 1, and we can open up astral sorcery. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.